Hey guys, it's Insane Gaming 2010 here, and today I have another Boston Logan International Airport update. It's been a while since my last airport update, so I've kind of let it sit in for a while for Boston, but today I'm back with another airport update. I went to Logan last weekend, and usually whenever I go I'm either connecting or just flying through for the day. I finally was able to get out of the airport somehow, and be in the city for the weekend. Really had a great time, and it was cool kind of to see the Logan ops from a different perspective other than inside the glass at Terminal C. So anyway, we'll start off the airport update. Conveniently, right here we have a Speedbird 777-200. Let's see, and the Speedbird 777-200 is taxiing after a flight from London Heathrow. This is the second daily. The first daily is like a 2 p.m. arrival wise. The 2 p.m. arrival on a 744, and you'll see in a minute on the other side that he's just getting ready to push back for the flight out to London. So pretty much one in, one out. And we'll go over to a Bubbles A320. And this Bubbles 320 is taxiing in after a flight from Orlando. And this is set around the 6 p.m. time frame. So whenever I make these airport updates, I try and make it realistic with the aircraft that are going to be there at the time. And so this is around the 6 p.m. time frame. Now, one new aircraft that I do have that I have not had in the past, I said, well, actually it was broken last time, but is the Alaska 737-800. Now over here, I guess that's a good place to start, is over at Terminal A. So over at Terminal A, we have an Alaska 737-800 taxiing out for a little early, a 6:25 departure out to Seattle. Then we'll go over to the Delta side of A. We have a 757-200 getting ready for a flight to Atlanta. Behind that, we have a Amsterdam-bound A330-300, sorry. Like AA Flyer has said in his videos and I've said in mine, in the summer it's 2 daily, 1 330-300, 1 200, but in the winter it's 1 330-300. Then we have the shuttle E170 out to LaGuardia, and we have the Delta 767-300 out to London Heathrow. Okay, so after that we'll go over to the terminals. Actually, we'll go over to the B side of the terminals. I mean, I know this is unrealistic somewhat, but I'm working on that. So we have a Spirit Airlines A319 getting ready for a flight out to Myrtle Beach. And I really don't know the timing of that. I kind of just made it up. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. They use one of US Airways gates here in Boston. After that, we have a US Airways A320 going to be going out to Charlotte. It's mainly 321s on this flight, on this route. And actually, in I believe March or April, they're putting an A330-200 on one of the flights, which is pretty sweet to have US Airways heavies coming, because we now have Delta and US Airways heavies. We used to have American when Boston had the hub, but not anymore. And then behind that we have the sister airline of US Airways now, I can officially say that, American, with a 757-200 going out to DFW. Then we'll move over to C, and we have a window pane A320. This is going to be heading out to Tampa. Then a Harlequin A320. It's going to be heading out west coast out to LAX. There's kind of a west coast push around the 6 o'clock time frame. You have like LGB, which is one daily that leaves around then. You have like LAX, SFO, San Diego, and so that's going out to LAX or wherever I said it was going. I really don't remember now. So this is another Harlequin A320. This is going to be heading out to San Francisco empty gate, and then we have a DOTS 320, and this is going to be heading out to San Diego. Then we have the beautiful I Heart New York special. This is just going to be heading out to DCA. They have about 1 or 2 daily A320s on that route, but mainly it's E190s, and in the summer I believe it's all E190s. But in the winter, I guess they get some of the 320s down south from Boston. They just rotate them through DCA. Then behind that we have a Stripes Airbus A320. Unfortunately, this plane was the first aircraft that JetBlue got, 503 JB. They actually repainted it a few weeks ago into the Blueberry's tail, and that angered quite a lot of people. I was pretty angry as well because it's a piece of JetBlue history. So, behind that, at the I would say I consider it the B claw of the C terminal, or the second claw, because United parks at the second claw. But that's going to change, of course, with the new extension to Terminal B opening up. But anyway, we have a United 737-800, and he's getting ready for a flight out to Washington Dulles. Over here, we'll just switch over to the International Concourse, or Terminal E. We have an Aer Lingus A330-300, and he's going to be heading out to Dublin in a little bit. He's one of the earlier arrivals throughout the day, but they have him going out to Dublin. After that, we have a Southwest Airlines 737-800. He's going to be hanging out to Midway. Again, I really don't know the time for that. And then we have a AirTrans 717 out to Atlanta. And AirTrans is supposed to increase operations by the end of this year, which is really upsetting, but that just means I'm going to be making a Atlanta trip, so that I can, spot some more AirTrans, get some last pictures in. Probably later on. I'd say probably October. Like, I'm planning on going on the last ever PIT AirTran flight, just because I think that would be pretty cool. Not that I'm a fan or anything, but I mean, they've treated our station well. They used to be a focus city. Well, they tried to be a focus city here, and I guess, I mean, me and Airplanes guys have been planning an Atlanta trip, but I think it's a good time to go before all it is Delta. We'll go over to the Lufthansa A340, which they had this going up to Frankfurt, but also recently they've been putting this on the Munich. In the summer, Frankfurt goes 2 744s and no 346. But in the winter, it's one A340-600. But Munich has also been going with the 346 recently, so this is going to be going out to Munich. Frankfurt leaves earlier in the day, around like 4:50 or something, which is a pretty early departure time for a European flight. But nothing to worry. It's good to capture a heavy departure in the sun, at least in the winter. Over here we have a Virgin Atlantic A330-300 that has just arrived from London Heathrow just minutes ago. The gate's not even on yet, and later on he'll be just heading out to London Heathrow again. Over here we have the Speedbird 747-400 magically pushing back out to London Heathrow. And he is the second daily flight. There is a morning, like 7:50 a.m. departure out to London Heathrow with the 777. So that's nice to have a little flexibility with the times. But he's the first of 3 or 2, I think it might be 3 nightly departures out to London Heathrow for British Airways. And then last but not least, we have, well, actually, not our last, but Air France 777-200. Just after arriving from Paris. Oh, there you go. Now we have a Virgin America A320 taxiing on to runway 22 left for a departure out to LA. SFO right now is 1 daily in the morning, which is quite interesting considering they are pretty beefed up. But I guess it's seasonal reduction because they go pretty strong in the summer. Over here we have a United Airbus A320. He is going to be heading out to Houston Bush Intercontinental, and he leaves out of the A terminal. Of course, this is going to change whenever United moves into the new B extension. And then we have the 10th anniversary heading out to West Palm Beach. I saw this beautiful aircraft last weekend, and it is really magnificent. It's awesome. So that pretty much wraps it up for the airport. I don't really have much plan to venture through Boston, at least for the next few months, but that might change just due to the fact that day trips really are not that valuable, especially before all the nice heavies like Henan, Turkish, and Emirates arrive. So I'm just holding out until I can use the money for a big trip out to LA, which is going to be awesome. So that pretty much wraps it up for the airport update. I apologize for it being a little long. It takes a while to cover all the area because it is a big airport. But more improvements to come next video. I did cover up some of the areas of A that used to be part of the 1 to 200 airport, and I'll continue to do so. So expect another airport update soon, guys. And one last thing, AA Flyer 777 and I have been talking, and we agree it's pretty much better not to compete on this, but to be, I guess, like friends in a way, like, alliance, because we both have made Boston Logan airports, and regardless the best, and so we work together to try and make our airports better. So big shout out to him. He's awesome. He's awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks. Bye.